Hi guys, welcome back. I am Tara T with Old Soul Factory. I don't know why I forgot that for a second. I almost said crochet, but it's Old Soul Factory here on YouTube, and all of my socials except for Instagram is Old Soul Factory Crochet. But I am here to run down all of my market inventory for my huge 2-day market this coming weekend on the 7th and 8th and 9th. I guess it's technically Saturday and Sunday, but we can set up on Friday, so it's kind of like it's a 2-day event, but we'll be there for 3 days. Anyways, so I am doing a huge inventory rundown. I have done these before with you guys as well. I show you all of my inventory top to bottom. I usually start with my mini category and work my way up to the large category. I like to go ahead and write everything out. I've talked about this before. It's all right here. Again, I have 4 categories total. I have my minis category. I have my small category, my medium category, and my large/jumbo category. I run through all of these. I'll tell you the price ranges that I do for all of these, explain why I make the most in certain categories, what I tried to focus on for this market since it's a particular themed market, so you'll see that as well throughout this video. I will try to shout out as many people as I can. If there's anything I mentioned that I forgot to tell you who made the pattern or something, please let me know. I'd love to answer any comments down below as well for this. So you guys can also go ahead and make the same inventories and the same items, because over here we do not gatekeep. So I am going to jump right in. I have a whole list of things. The only thing different for this market that I do have this time, which is kind of fun, is some smaller market bags. If you know me, I have these huge, I'll pull one up in a second, but I have these huge clear inventory bags to help carry all of my stuff in. They have handles on the top and they just zip closed. It's what we carry our plushies in case it's raining or anything like that. It's a lot easier to handle as well compared to like actual physical totes. Those can be hard sometimes to like fit perfectly in like the nooks and crannies in the car with the rest of the craft show supplies. So these market bags have been super helpful, super lovely. We also fill them with other like crates and stuff. So we have like a couple of these market bins that only have like bins, tablecloths, and that kind of thing as well. Everything fits perfectly inside of these. And so we have used them for every market since we got them, and we absolutely love them. We just got them from Amazon, and you can find them on there as well. We did add a smaller version this time though. My mom also got these on Amazon and donated some to me. Her channel is Stacy Makes, if you'd like to go see what she made this past week and what she has planned on bringing for this market. Since we do all of them together, feel free to go check out her channel as well. But like I said, we're gonna jump right into it. There is a lot of items. I'm going to start with our minis category though, of course. These don't really change a lot. I didn't make too many new things in this category. I made a little fish. This guy I've had in my $8 bin. I've had it in a $7 bin. I'm just going to put him in the $5 bin. He's just a little, kind of like a little mess up, a little pattern tusk that didn't go very well for me. So this is Bebe the fish as well though. It would have been much cuter if I put real eyes on him, but I wanted to do some baby safe eyes, so I was trying to test out how to embroider eyes and it didn't go the best, so that's on me though. I do have some octos as well. We always have lots of octos over here in the $5 bin. They go very well. I have thick frogs. These thick frogs have went over very well. I made a couple new ones of these for my next market. He just has a little butt crack. It's so stinking cute. I think it's by Candyland Crochet, if I remember right, off of Etsy. He actually comes with a little basket that he comes in, and it's super cute, but I haven't made the basket yet. But those thick frogs do very well. I have some mini whales as well. This was a free pattern on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's all from Jade, if I remember right. Just some little mini whales. They're so stinking cute. Their little tails. I got a couple different colors of those. Let's see here. I also, this is it's a strawberry themed festival. So I made a couple strawberry themed little mini items, like this little strawberry whale. I thought he was so cute. I have a little mini squid. This is Ella, the mini squid, off of Instagram for free as well. You can go try out that pattern. And then I have Henry the Hermit Crab. This is my pattern on Instagram. It is a free pattern. I'm getting ready to redo the pattern as well, so you don't have to do any sewing because I do the two pieces separately and then I like to sew them together. I think it's personally easier to go ahead and market prep a bunch of the bodies and then go back and make all the shells and sew them on as you're doing it. So it makes more sense to me to do it that way, but I'm gonna make a mod here in the next couple weeks where you can just do the back loops only to do the shell and build it up. That way you don't have to do any sewing at all, especially for a $5 item. That'll be super handy. So total for the $5 items, I ended up having 19 $5 bin items, and that was a total of $95 just in the mini items. For the $8 category is also considered in my minis category since we just throw those in bins as well. I made some new turtles. These little guys are from Stitching with Abby on Instagram. It is a free pattern and they're so stinking adorable and so quick and easy to make. I've got a couple other colors here that I've made. I feel like I had more somewhere, but maybe they got mixed into a separate tote, but so cute. And then I also have in the $8 bin, which I used to tag these, so they still have tags on them, but they will get thrown into the $8 bin, are these little boba cups. This was a free pattern off of Ribbler actually that I had coincidentally found. And the pattern's a little hard to follow, but once you do it once or twice, it's pretty easy to do. You can tell that this was like the first one I made, but then after that, it's like super easy to understand. So I do have a couple of those left. I probably need to make some more because people absolutely love those little guys. And then next, I still have this little guy in my market bags. He was a little flower powered cow that I tried out, and he is just so stinking cute. A lady at the last market almost bought him because she was like, oh my gosh, he has little flowers. But she was like one of the vendors there, so I knew she probably wouldn't buy him, but she was obsessed with him. That was like a modification of something I found on Instagram though. I don't want to link it because I did change it quite a bit, obviously, so I won't link that one or anything. But I do have that one in my $8 bin, and that is all for the $5 and the $8 items. Again, for the $8 bin, I ended up having 8 $8 bin items, so it was 64 total for the $8 bin. These bags are just so cute. That makes my mini category total out to $159 total for the $5 bin and the $8 bin. Like I said in the past, I've usually had some $7 bin items, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to have a $7 bin. So I just decided to consolidate, and anything that I was making for the $7 either now fits into the $5 or it fits into the $8, because those patterns were very close to stuff I already had in those 2 bin items. In those 2 categories, I should say. So I took that out, and now we just have the $5 and the $8 bin on my side. Next, we have the small category. The small category is anything between $10 and $19. This is probably my most popular category still. This price range is perfect for anybody and everybody who's just trying to buy something quick, a little gift. So this category is pretty popular, honestly. I added a couple new items in this category that you guys hadn't seen yet, so I'll show those to you in just a minute. But first things first, we do have Tofu the turtles. Just look how cute. Some little turtles are just adorable. I have a couple of these in a couple different colors. I have 5. These are $15 each for these little guys. And I also have one that is a little sand bucket that I modified because I thought it was just so cute. And I'm like, I just want to see a little kid carrying it around like this. Like, how adorable would that be? The next thing I have in my small category is my chickens. I just actually made a couple more chickens that I need to tag and put in this bin because they're so quick and easy to make. These are my chickens. They were just $10. I also just made some in the new Bernat like marble colors. So I made like a tabby one, and then I made one in the gray as well. And I think these are really cute chicken colors. I hadn't made chickens in these colors yet, so I think that they'll be really cute. And I hope that those sell well, because if they do, then I have a reason to buy more of the marbled yarn. Okay, next up we have the mushy boys. These are for $10, and I do have 9 of the mushy boys. The mushy boys don't seem to be selling as well as I thought they would. I think they might be on their way out a little bit as people have already seen them or already have them, so they're looking for different items. So I do have some of these, and I did make, since it is a strawberry festival, I did make a few of the strawberry mushy boys. I just modified the pattern by Chonky Crochet on Instagram. Again, this is a free pattern. I just thought this guy was so cute. So I did modify him a little bit to make a couple strawberry ones. I didn't want to fill my whole booth full of strawberry themed items, but I thought this guy was pretty stinking adorable and deserved a little spotlight though. Next I have Squids. I can never say this name correctly, but it's by Amagru Morgan on Instagram. It is a free squid pattern. I did safety eyes on this guy, and I did just sewn on cute little eyes on this guy, so he's baby safe. I think these guys are adorable. I have them at $12 each. I had quite a few, not quite a few, but I had like I think I had 5 total, and I'm only down to 2 left, so this might be something good to make before the actual market this weekend. But I have these guys for $12 each, and they're just so stinking cute. Next up, I have Club Crochet's Triceratops pattern. This little guy is stinking adorable. This was actually one of the first makes that I used to make when I first got started crocheting. These guys take less than 30 minutes, especially if you're like in the groove and you're making multiple of them at a time. So it doesn't really take that long either to make these guys. And in the new marbled yarn, they're extra adorable. I think every item is extra adorable in this new yarn. I also decided to just surface crochet on the little spikes this time, since I'm a little bit more experienced now than when I very first started. So I think they also took less time this time around, since they only took like less than 30 minutes, since I didn't have to go flip it over, tie them on the insides for all of them and everything, because it has you pre-make them, but you can just surface crochet them on, which personally to me turned out a lot easier. So these were super fun to make. I need to make more of these as well if I have time, because I think these will sell very well. But again, I'm only down to 2, so I've made quite a few over the last years, and I'm only down to 2. So I need to make more. So I got a little boy one and I got a little girl one. So these will be super cute for my next market though. I'm excited to see if these sell well. I know that I only have 2, but if they do sell well, I want to like stock up on these guys. Next, I have a couple of Peep chicks is what I put on my list. These are just little $10 chicks. I think they're stinking adorable. I know my mom's made something similar, but the big eyes on them just get me every time. They're super cute like this. This was a free pattern on Instagram by somebody, I can't remember their username, but it was the Lovebirds pattern that was free on Instagram, and I just modified it to where I didn't color change, and so I just stayed in the yellow except for obviously the little baubles for the feet. So it was super quick and easy. There might be a pattern that's specifically for a chick like this, but I just went ahead and modified the pattern that I already had and saved and was familiar with. He is $10. I have 2 of them. Next up, we have a tried and true. This is the Leggy Frogs. I have 6 of these. They're $10 each. Everybody knows this pattern. Everybody knows who it's by. These haven't sold very well for me. I've made 10 total, and I've only sold between multiple markets. I've only sold 4 total, so I think I'm gonna not make any more of these guys. I have a booth in our local antique mall where I sell things though. I think I'm gonna drop all of these off in there after this market, especially if they don't do well, or I only end up with a couple left. I'm just gonna throw the leftovers in there so I don't have to mess with them anymore. Although they are very cute, I just think, again, it's one of those things where I think everybody's starting to have this item. Either like crocheters are having it in their booth, so people have already seen it before. They don't think it's as special since everybody's kind of made these. And so I'm going to personally stop making them. I've got other cute frog patterns like the little thick frogs and a couple other like bigger frogs that you'll see in a little bit that are just a little bit cuter. So I think this is really adorable though. But I do have 6 of these guys left, and they are priced at $10 in my booth. Next, I have a little elephant pattern. This was a pattern somebody had linked in the Refined Vibes Discord since I'm in there, and I decided to try it out. It wasn't my favorite pattern. I don't like doing the four-legged animals a whole lot, but I wanted something to use my posh for, so I thought a little elephant would be really cute, and everybody else was trying it, so I wanted to try it, okay? So I made it in my little posh yarn. So stinking adorable. I embroidered some little eyes on him, and so I'm not in love with the eyes, but it is baby safe technically because it doesn't have the safety eyes on him, which I love. This little guy is $15. Yes, I know he's much smaller than like the leggy frog, but it takes so much longer since you have to sew the pieces on and everything, which is why I typically like to use just blanket yarn. That way everything feels like it's the same size and price, if that makes sense, compared to like this stuff, because then people really start to question the pricing of your items, which it doesn't matter as long as you can back up your answers. But this little guy is pretty adorable. $15, only one I made in posh though. Next, I have my classic snakes. These snakes have sold pretty well for me over the last few markets. It is a free pattern. I've linked it in previous video descriptions as well already. But these snakes I'm selling for $10. I had timed myself since it had been a while since I made them to just check on my pricing though. They do take about just under 40 minutes total to make. So I had priced them at only 30 minutes to make though. So I think I'm going to bump these up to $12 for these snakes. I know I usually only do increments of 5, but this would just make it a little bit more fair for everybody. I only stuff the heads and I do not stuff the bodies though on these items, but I have tons of colors. I have 7 of these total for $10 each for now, but like I said, I will be bumping up the price after this next market. The next item I have is a very cute little strawberry themed item. This is a strawberry whale pattern I found on Instagram. I have absolutely no idea who made this pattern. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just found the pattern, tried it once, and unsaved it because I didn't necessarily like it. I definitely thought it was gonna be a smaller, like cute little whale like the first strawberry whale I had showed you guys, but clearly it's a bit bigger. So this guy is $15 for this strawberry whale. I plan on putting him and the baby next to each other on the table, hoping somebody will think that they're extra adorable together. I had no problems with the actual pattern itself. I would like to clarify, I just personally would not make something that's this many like single crochets around out of a yarn so thin, because if I would have made this out of burnout, I definitely would have been able to charge like $25, but since it's only like this big, I can't charge more than $15 for sure to get rid of him. So $15 for this little strawberry whale. It is out of Sweet Snuggles Light as well, which I don't use Sweet Snuggles a whole lot, but I thought this guy was so cute though. The person in the picture, I made it out of chenille yarn, like chenille light or something, so it was super tiny, and I didn't realize whenever I had started the pattern that that's what they had used, because it was just like so tiny and in their hand, and I jumped right in because I just felt inspired. But that's just another warning to always read the pattern first, literally all the way through. The next pattern I have here is the Plushie Co. squid pattern. This blew up over the last like 2 months, probably more than 2 months, but I had finally given in and I had tried the pattern. I think it turned out really adorable. I don't personally think it's worth my time to make these squids over these squids though, because they do take so much longer. I do think that they're cuter because the tentacles are longer and there's more of them, and it's just so stinking adorable. But I think realistically for the size and everything, I won't be able to sell it for more than 18, and 18's already pushing it in my mind. So I won't be making these again. I only made the one. And again, he is $18, but he is pretty adorable. Next up, we have baby sea turtles. These are actually my upcoming pattern that I'm getting ready to release. It is actually getting ready to be tested. Testing closes Tuesday night, so if you're seeing this before then, please feel free to go over to my Instagram at Old Soul Factory Crochet and go apply for the little pattern test for this guy. This is Tice the sea turtle. He is so stinking cute. He takes just under 35 minutes to make one start to finish. I have him priced at $15, which I feel like is very fair. You only have to pre-make the head, and then you sew the fins are a part of the body. You just work out on a chain and work down it, which turns out super adorable. And like I said, this pattern will be released by, oh, when did I say? This pattern's gonna be released by June 14th. Sorry, I forgot. I've got so many dates running around in my head right now. But it just turns out so cute, so adorable, so small. And it's the perfect pattern because I hate making turtle fins ahead of time, because by the time I make the head and the forefins, I don't feel motivated to make the rest of the turtle. So I thought this would be a perfect market prep solution for me personally, and hopefully you guys will love it as well. Again, this was Tice the Turtle. They are going to be for $15 each, and I do have 5 total of these guys. So that was all of my small $10 to $19 items for my upcoming market. Total with everything, I have $502 worth of inventory in this category, and the most items in this category as well. Like I said, this is the category that tends to sell the best. It's the best priced, the best for everybody's price range typically, or spending range. So these items are absolutely perfect. I love each and every one of them. I hope you guys will make these items too. Now I'm going to jump into my medium category, and the medium category will be anything from $20 to $29, and that is my medium range for this market. This is because usually it's a little bit more sewing, there's specialty eyes involved, there's a little bit more size, a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more work that goes into these. So like I said, anything between $20 and $30 essentially for this category. I gotta zip up all my bags really quickly. So for the medium category, first up I have a bunch of Madeline Mako makes. These are Madeline Mako's patterns. She's been running a huge Etsy sale as well for a great reason, to help support her family and the situation that they're in and everything. You can go check out her Instagram if you want more details on that. But I bought several of her patterns and had a couple laying around that I needed to try, including this rhino. So this rhino is so adorable, and look at his eyes. They're like holographic blue. Love that. He is a rhino. I only made one. I only make one-offs of a lot of the medium-sized items unless they're market prep friendly. So I made this rhino, and he is $30 because I did have to sew on the snout and the bobble stitches and color changes and the specialty eyes and sewing ears and all that jazz. So he is $30 total for this little guy. Up next we have her pattern Baby Froggies. It's this guy, and I have a teal one as well that are so adorable next to each other. I like how the green one's eyes are set out just a little bit further because I think he looked a little bit more derpy that way, which is why I put the little derpy smile on him. It's so stinking cute. But these colors are so cute. It was like one of the burnout ombre cakes, and then this is the sparkle tealish yarn for burnout. So these turned out adorable. I have 2 of them. They are $25 a piece for these little guys. Up next, I have one of my personal favorites lately still, and this is my extra large turtle. I made this on live a couple weeks ago, and he did not sell up my last 2 small markets, but he is so cute. He's so corally and bright, literally like neon coral. It barely shows up on camera because of that. But he is so stinking adorable, so soft. This is Sweet Snuggles, and I hadn't used regular Sweet Snuggles yet before, but since this, I had a big yarn haul and bought several more skeins of this big Sweet Snuggles. It was a great break for my wrist since it just slides like butter, and it is a little bit bigger so I can change my hook size. It really helps with my wrist pain, which I've been having lately, so I'm very excited to make more of these with all the new colors that I got coming up in some previous videos for you guys, but I cannot wait to show you more of these turtles. It is the only one I made in this size with this extra large yarn, and it is $30. Up next, we have one of my favorites that I've showed off in previous videos already, so I'll skip over him pretty quickly. This guy is $25. It's a koala. This is also by Madeline Mako, one of her patterns. Super adorable, super cute. I love him very much. I was told in the last video that I talked about him that his nose should be more ovally than like circular. And I haven't made another one since then, but I have that in the back of my mind for whenever I make another one, but he is $25. Up next, I have this $20 koi fish. I've brought this to a couple markets. I have already sold one of them that I had previously brought to a market that was like a teal and white one, and I had another one as well that I've already sold to this guy, but he is $20 for this little koi fish. It was a free pattern off of Instagram by, I want to say it was like Sky Crochets or something like that. It's been quite a while since I've done this pattern, but it turns out very cute. This is how the pattern says to do it, and you sew on the spots. Now, the ones I made after the first try though, I just color changed though, and it made it a lot easier, so you can charge maybe a little bit less even, since you just have to color change. But very cute, $20, only one. I really like that word cute, don't I? I need to find a new word. Up next, we have a baby Sweet Snuggles light turtle. This one takes the same amount of time. Actually, it took a little bit more time than the jumbo turtle because I put a little cute fin like border on him, and so I just think he's so adorable like this. And he's got the like the bloom yarn essentially. He's got a little floppy head. He's so cute. He is $30 because he takes a little bit longer, and this is a specialty yarn and it has the extra details on the fins, but he is still $30 as well. I have had a couple people question me because the big one and this one's the same size or the same price, but then I just explain it just like I did, and people have no questions after that. Up next, we have large turtles, not extra large, we just have large turtles. The large turtles are $25 each. I have a like strawberry lemonade-ish themed one with cute eyes by the ADHD hobbyist on Instagram. They're like color changed. They're very adorable. They're very pinky, but then they changed to that blue minty color. Very cute. And then I have this one as well, where I just have some like little sparkly eyes that are mostly opal with like little glitters in them. And these are both $25 for the large turtles. I'm excited to see what people think about this guy, since I had brought him only to my small markets since my last market day video, so we'll see how that goes, but very cute. I was pretty obsessed with making turtles like a month ago, and I made quite a few of them, which is mostly where these came from. Next, we have a familiar pattern. This is a Bernat Ellie, just like the little posh minty one that I had showed you guys. He is $20 since he is a little bit bigger. He still took the same amount of time though and everything, but he took a little bit more polyfill, bigger eyes, because I actually put eyes on him. The other one was just embroidered, and he is just so cute. I don't know how I feel about him in this particular color. It's kind of hard to tell what he is from like a distance, but I think it's fitting, and it's kind of like little clouds. So that's everything that's going into my first market bag. So I'll go ahead and open up my second market bag for you guys. Up next, we have a favorite of mine in some new colors, as well as some old colors left over, but the Loaf Cat pattern by Annie Caraway Art. These guys are so adorable. This is the color, like, I think it's Pebble, like dotted pebbles, and this is the Tabby. And I had been waiting to get my hands on this color, and then my mom provided it for me. She somehow found it. She is a little miracle worker when it comes to finding the right yarn colors. But this guy is so cute. And this one, it's just like little spots. So cute. These are $20 each, and I do have 5 total Loaf Cats in my bag. Some of them are fun colors and like random colors, pinks and purples, blues and stuff, but these are like my most normal ones. Up next, we have Tulip the Turtle. I have 2 of these total. I have like an orangey sunset one that you've seen in a previous video, and then I have this one, and this is the baby teal color that I'm obsessed with. This guy is $30 a piece, and the pattern is by Megs Makes Crochet on Etsy, or on Instagram, but her Etsy is Megs Makes Patterns. But she has lots of very cute patterns. Definitely go check her out. Up next, we have a very random pattern, but we have Bear in a Dino Costume. He is a free pattern I tried off of Instagram. He turned out all right. He's not my stomach is like growling so loud. I'm so sorry if you heard that, but he's not my most favorite pattern, as it did take a lot of sewing. I feel like $30 is very cheap for this guy because he definitely took longer than that, but he turned out pretty adorable. Just a little bear in dino costume. Up next, we have a new favorite of mine. I've talked about him multiple times, I feel like, but not in a video. But this is the Crochet Codes bunny. It's like Bo the bunny, I believe, but I've been calling them loaf bunnies because that's literally what they are. This is the pink sparkle yarn with a little purpley tail, and then I have a couple gray ones. I have like a white variegated one. I have a pinky purple variegated one. But these are so adorable. I bought yarns specifically in my last yarn haul that I had talked about for making these guys, and so I'm very excited to make more of them because they turn out so perfect. And these guys, I have 5 of these total, and they are $25 a piece. Again, I always have a couple of Stellas with me. This is my pattern, Stella the Dragon. It is in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below if you're interested in him. It is just a cute little mini dino pattern. There is quite a bit of sewing involved, I will say, but nothing too crazy. And the pattern walks you through all of that. They are for $30 a piece though, and I have only 3 of these guys left. So that is all of my medium items, which is anything from $20 to $30 essentially. In total, I ended up having $660 worth of inventory in this category, which is quite a lot of inventory in this category. Like I said, I kind of got on a kick of a lot of the patterns in this category though, which is why. So I had $660 worth of my medium plushie items. So up next we have the large category. We don't have too many in this category, so we'll get through it pretty quickly for you guys. First up, I have a strawberry Bulbasaur. I thought he would be so cute for the upcoming strawberry market, like I had mentioned. It is a free pattern that I found off Instagram, and then I just modified it to make it a strawberry on the back of it, which is so stinking adorable. And this guy is $40 for him. And he even has some little embroidery, some spots. He's just so cute. He has a hard time balancing, I will say, sometimes, but not that bad. Up next, if you watch my shorts, you would have already seen this, but this is my Taylor Swift Reputation bunny. This guy is so stinking cute. I mixed Bernat and the pixie dust yarn to make like the sparkles on the outfit and the little tassels that like hang off of it, but like the little pixie dust kind of vibe, like it's literally like pixie dust. It's literally looks like pixie dust just sprinkled throughout the black on it. It's just so cute. And then her eyes, blue holographic with the little lashes, very cute. So this is my Taylor Swift bunny. The original pattern and inspiration for this is from Mom Stitch Eddie off of TikTok, is where I specifically saw it. But this is her bunny pattern, bunny and overalls pattern, and I just modified it a little bit more so I could turn it into what I needed it. But she did make a bunny on her TikTok that I had saw literally like over a year ago, and I was like, I have to make that. I don't care, I have to make it. And so now here we are, and we made him, and it's adorable. I hope it finds the perfect little Taylor Swift home. Up next we have Artie the armadillo. Artie is $55 total. I've showed him in a previous video as well, I believe. Maybe not. He's kind of like one of my biggest plushies to date. But I did make a lot of big plushies in the last, like, I don't know, the last like 2 months. So whenever I've been like trying to like take my mind off of market prep, but he does like fold up into his shell, and it's so cute. He folds up into his shell, and then you can just like unroll him, which is super adorable. The original pattern was made in acrylic, so I don't think it's super plushy yarn friendly, though, I will say. I probably should have stuffed him a little bit less. It did say to stuff him lightly, but I didn't know what lightly meant, and he's still very lightly stuffed for me. But he turned out very cute. The shell is perfect. It was the ombre burnout yarn, and it turned out very well. But yeah, this is Artie the armadillo, and he's so cute. I'm hoping the perfect armadillo lover just comes along and swipes him up this next market. Next, we have a favorite that I know you've already seen. Okay, I know. But this is Camille the Sitting Cow. This is by Jen's Crafty Creations off of Etsy. It turned out so cute. I have yet to make another one yet because it does take a lot of pieces and a lot of time and a lot of patience. Okay, I will say that. So I haven't made another one quite yet, as my mom already has a few of them and I just wanted to make another one. But this guy is so adorable. I love the opal eyes that it's got, which are just absolutely perfect. So I'm very excited to have him going to my next market. I'm really hoping that this is the market where he finds his forever home. Otherwise, I might keep him. My last two are very similar, and I'm not thinking that I will sell these guys. I have them priced. I will be taking them, but I don't know if they'll find their forever homes because I haven't personally sold something this big before. But this was my pattern test for Red Mills Crochet. She has a new axolotl dragon pattern out, as you can tell. It's got a very long tail, very cute. I decided to do it the sunset theme whenever I tested it for her. So it has a little sun and the little birds on the front, which is adorable. I'm very excited about this guy. The colors and everything were just perfect. I ended up winning the little best color combo award. Thank you. Thank you. But her pattern is released now. It is on her Etsy store. And again, her Instagram is Red Mills Crochet in case you want to go check it out or get the link from there. Feel free. But yeah, this guy is worth $100 for this market. And we'll see if he sells and if he finds a forever home. And if not, that's okay too. Last but certainly not least, I have my pink dragon snuggler. I decided to just go ahead. I'm going to put $100 on him. I'm going to put him on the top shelf and we'll see if anybody gets him down, if they're interested, if anybody wants him. I have brought him to a couple markets, actually several markets already, and I put him on the top shelf, and there's no price on him, but people do ask about him and how much he is. But again, it's hard to give him a price. I think realistically he probably should be $120 and not $100 like I have him priced at, but I also want him to find a home because he deserves it. Otherwise, again, I might be keeping him because I picked out these colors specifically for myself because I just love the neon coral. And then again, the eyes are made by the ADHD Hobbyist on Instagram, and they're just super opaly, super adorable. I love them so much. So that was all of my inventory, top to bottom, everything I'm bringing to my next market. There might be a couple things in the next market day video that are not in this haul because I might be making a couple more things before this weekend's market. Total for the jumbo category though, it ended up being $380 total, which means that our final totals for the mini items would be $159 for the mini items. The small items totaled up to $502. The medium category was $660 worth of inventory. And then the large/jumbo category was $380 worth of inventory as well. So I am locked and loaded, people, for this next market. I am so excited. First 2-day market. If you have any tips or tricks for a 2-day, please drop them down below because I would love to hear them and hear some support from this community because I'm going to be stressing out. As we have established in my market day videos, the last 2 have both been outside, and outside markets make me extremely anxious and extremely nervous compared to like our indoor fall and winter shows. So please send a prayer up for me and drop any helpful tips down below. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, if there's anything that I forgot to tell you where I got the pattern for or from, please drop a comment as well. I would love to be answering any and all comments and questions that you guys have. Otherwise, I will be looking forward to seeing you guys hopefully applying for the tester call for Tice the Sea Turtle over on my Instagram at Old Soul Factory Crochet. Other than that, I will just have to keep you guys updated in a future video about how this big 2-day market goes. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes super well though. But again, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for being here. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please feel free to become a member here on this channel as well if you want to. If you join at the highest level, the Sparkle membership, you can also be added into the Discord to get early access to these pattern tests, to these patterns for free in there, and several other amazing perks. You get videos early and get a special badge next to your name next time I go live and stuff. So feel free to check out those perks too as well if you would like to. If you have any questions though, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to help out. And if you need anything from me, you of course know where to find me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!